I'm so honored by your all presence, all of us. Thank you so much. We want to just dive into the first sit down for tonight, and it's going to be with none other than Coach Hani. Join your hands. Let's welcome her. And we have a sit down, a talk. She is talking about parenting for the future. So good to see you.
Seeing you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And smart.
I know.
As always.
I know, actually. Thank you. She has just been talking about confidence. So
I know. Please introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, what you do.
I'm Dr. Haniffah Namala Sengendo. I am a pediatrician and public health specialist. I'm sure people are saying that you would now be maybe seated in some clinic there. But you know this thing of personal growth of Hilda Bahati. When I was doing my practice as a Musao, you know, a typical Musao sitting, seeing, you know, sick children, you know, I noted a particular group of people. Those are the teenagers and youth. They would come, and you find they are not really sick. What they need was someone to hold their hand. You know, a child would spend about 5 days not going to class just because there is something very small that has happened. They just need someone to talk to them. They just need a word. And you know what? The word was not coming from the parent. The word was not coming from the warden, not even the teacher or the headmaster. So I decided that I should put my efforts where I feel passionate about. Wow. That's how, by the way, I'm not treating. I'm not a doctor injection. You know, Msawa Akube Mpiso? No. That's how I joined Hilda Sabit. Wow. And my experience as a coach, finding my passion, but using my profession background, is that we need to do parenting differently. Let me tell you, my dear, I see young girls here. I'm a senior mother. I'm a mother of 6. Do I look so? Am I still beautiful?
Beautiful.
And handsome.
And young. And fresh.
Okay. I thought my daughter would be here. Parenting for the future. Have you seen of recent and noted that we are living in an uncertain world? Do you see some uncertainty? Yeah. What about things that are a bit ambiguous? You know, this morning I ran the Stepping Stone platform that is actually grooming teenagers of substance. The post on the platform is that the girl is having a baby of her stepfather. Isn't that ambiguous?
Embozi tulina giyingiramu nga tutudde kani. Sooka otuule otunyumize bulungi.
So
ambiguous. Sooka twogere ku muwala. Ambiguous.
The ambiguity is so much.
What had happened to her?
What happened is that when they were in boarding school, the stepdad used to go and the mom used to go and visit because the real dad died. So mama nafunayo munanga namubesa besa ate munange. So the man picked interest. I think the eyes passed through the uniform skirt and went somewhere else.
Oh no.
So they entered a relationship. She's pregnant. So but she says, I actually love this stepdad.
Alimeddeko.
Atene mama na yagamba ayagala.
Okay.
So the ambiguity, do you see the volatility?
Yeah.
We are not certain. But we are all in Uganda. Have you seen the bus saga? I'm not interested in which school it was. Have you seen the bus saga? Those things that are happening in the buses. Have you seen what is happening when students say we are going for prom?
Oh my God.
Our days we used to
People
call
are
it
proposing.
end of party.
Yes.
Prom means promise me a date.
Hey.
That is what my daughter was telling me.
No, I didn't know. But that's the full version of prom.
Oba, it is.
Promise me a date.
Promise me that you will love me.
Wow.
You are seeing a prom in school. Do you think you can remain with the same
And then they're
parent?
investing a lot of money in it.
In it.
So much money.
Have you seen the dances, like when they are, you know, I also own a school.
Of course, it's a squeeze. They do squeeze, right?
Leave alone squeeze.
Hey,
they are dances these days.
Like which one?
If there was no camera, I would have demonstrated. You know, let me tell you, as a parent, you need to know these things.
Yes.
Do you know that students are coming back in the next 10 days? By 10, students are going to be home. These are the very stories I want you to tell your children. Do you know these days, you look at media, as your child is busy doing the Zoom class, what first pops up? Can you have sex? Can you have sex online? The world is so volatile and ambiguous. Do you agree with me? So, as parents of this century, we need to be intentional parents. And that brings me to intentional parenting. Gone are the days when it has come, try to be intentional.
I love where that has started. In being intentional from conception.
Exactly.
Wow. Ladies, are we following? Beba was na be good dem, lwa good dem. Sabi genderedde.
Omulembe gwa butagendereranga neka
apu ekali. You can track. Yes.
Ate
being intentional nedda tubyetaaga.
Ewo mubyetaaga. Okay. So, intentional parenting. What does the word intent mean? Intent. Wokawulira kategeeza ki? If I say I intend to.
Anyone?
Omanya ndimu olusomesa, yes.
Yes.
It should be planned. There is some degree of planning.
Yes.
Someone else was putting your hand.
There is someone else with a hand.
There is some drive. Lastly,
yes.
You must have time, because if you
that's part of planning, yes.
That's part of planning. But you also note that intend, there is some action. Intend, I intend. After there is some commitment, I intend. Intentional parenting is from intend to
not
be
just
a parent.
Thinking about it, but acting on it.
So, as a parent in this VUCA world, I know people of personal growth. You know these things.
Volatile, ambiguous VUCA world.
The VUCA world, the complexity. You need to have some habits. There are so many, but I'm just going to speak about 3.
Are we writing?
As we plan for our and don't say my child is still just 1 year. Excuse me, you're a parent. Aren't you a parent?
Yes.
Even this person who is having a bulging stomach, you should already be an intentional parent for that baby who is in the stomach. Okay? So, one of the killer habits in this VUCA world is having a continual relationship with your children. It is irrespective of age.
Wow.
Continual relationship. What do I mean? My dear, we are all corporates. We are working. We read books. I mean, degree to us funa. Amidst all that, you'll regret forever if you have not had a relationship with your child. How do you do it?
That's what I was about to ask.
You are about create time, quality time, other than quantity. Who wants you to just stay home and you are not doing anything? Not quality time versus quantity time.
Exactly.
If you are to establish a continual relationship with your child, you must create time.
Wow.
Like you have created time now for your personal growth. Intentional parenting requires you to create time intentionally for parenting. There are so many people who think that when you give the child the cartoon they want, you give the child the movie, the phone, the designer shirt, the YouTube. That is not it. It is the time, first of all, the quality in it is to discuss some of these things with your children.
Yeah, how they understand them.
I'm talking as a teenage expert. Talk to your children about these things that have happened. Probably they have not been on phone. Have you seen pictures where the students are being coached and the teacher is seated and the girl is seated up here and the teacher has put his pant down?
Coaching?
Coaching in school, manya, you want a lot of marks. I don't say you don't.
And then you send your child alone to be coached by a teacher.
Munange, I want the child to be a doctor.
I told you because Taina would way, so they are keeping the child occupied.
They are keeping the child occupied. Get that teacher gundi.
That is so
you
wrong.
are there. The continual relationship with your child, having quality time, will help you, one, to establish a friendship. Two, it will help you to tell your child some of the things that Dr. Hilda has been discussing. Skills. How many of you, even if your child is 1 year, who has a parenting journal? Put up your hands. Parenting journal. Like you know, today you had a journal. I'll go in the morning, I pass here, then I end here. Who has a parenting journal?
No one.
So that should be one of your assignments. The continual relationship requires you to have a parenting journal. It will help you to know that this child of 1 year, this teenager of 13 years, today I want to speak about confidence. You know, we have just been discussing confidence. Because you can no longer just wait for people to make your child confident. You have to do it yourself. Wow. The would-be person will just make the child confident in other things. Tofayo, tebiruma, just gezako, you know? And these things have happened because the children are trusting.
Of course.
Some of the other skills that help you to have that continual relationship is teaching other skills like self-love. Have you seen children who, especially at the time of teenager, think they are ugly? They think they are dark, so I'm ugly. I don't have the big bumps. I don't have the
big boobs.
Maybe my boo-boos are so big. Maybe. Can you teach your child self-love?
To love themselves. Wow.
So intentional parenting.
When a boy tells you you're beautiful, that is when you start. Super beautiful.
Did my parents tell me that Haniffah, you
Never.
are beautiful?
Did they even know it? They
Did they even know it?
They were not confident.
You are just learning when the man says, hey, you are beautiful. I am beautiful.
I think this is the right one because he has said I'm beautiful.
As a parent, intentionally tell your children, every man who is saying I love you will say you are the most beautiful.
Yeah.
You are creating
so they know what to expect.
Omwana ategere nti ene mama bino abyogerako bataata. In that way, you are intentionally parenting.
Wow.
Naye era bannange, even if the other habit that I want to talk about, naye abaana era tubalage ku mukwano. Love, respect, and showing that you actually care.
Express it.
Express it, especially the time when the children are teenagers. Why? You know, scientifically, the teenage age is so excited. It is taking risk. It is saying it can, you know,
rebellious.
They are rebellious. It is natural because the way the brain is.
They want autonomy. And to take care of
they want autonomy. The brain that uses emotional approach is more active than the intellectualism.
Yes.
That's why you say, it is because emotion. So
the drive is high.
The drive is so what is so high.
And so risky.
That is okay. We appreciate that. But also, intentional parenting requires you to show love. Bananga, as I said, you know there are parents who never say thank you.
Yeah.
And then when they come to the stepping stone, they are complaining, you know what? This child doesn't show love. Then nemubuuza kakati gw'okolayo kakyakalaga nti omwana omwagala. Saagala tombulira abaana tebategeera.
Yeah.
I am telling you, as you plan for your child getting older, don't just stop on these little ones. I love you. Just n'abavubuka batinzi, tell them I love you. She will feel it. If she has her big eyes, appreciate them.
Yeah.
Hilda, you have big eyes. I like the big arms. They are nice. You know? You have wattle.
You have a sweet skin.
You have a sweet skin.
Oh, you smile so nice.
I know. So that when the other person who is kukwana lingi, these words the mother has already, yes, intentionally discuss with your children that you actually love them and respect them. Because sometimes, yes, we are parents. Yes, I know, but let's respect, because they are teenagers, for example.
No, they're also human beings.
They are human
in their
beings.
own regard.
And by the way, this teenage age is a critical time when they are finding themselves.
Yeah.
Because gone are the days when the child asks, but mommy, where does the baby come from? And then you say, you know what?
Tumugula mu supermarket.
We mu supermarket, and you know what? That this man the heaven yekulu lyebikula nenkola ki?
Nengwa.
You know what the child would, they go on their tab and right. How does the baby come from? Mommy's stomach, and everything will pour. So, yes, everything will come. So, as a parent, you need to have technical backstop. So, ofuna omuntu that is not my expertise.
Yeah. And it's good to stress it.
It is good to stress it.
Because people think every coach is a singer.
No.
That's not true.
I'm teaching intentional parenting.
Wow.
About relationship. So, my dear parents, young mothers, this is my personal experience, because I have teenagers, I have those that are married, but this is what I've learned. However, for you to do some of these things, like I said, look for technical backstops. We are here now. You are even privileged that you can have my number. Do you know these days? Children of 0772
atolina camp
nina camp
mu holiday
mu August nzije abaana nze mbibabuulire kyenabagambye you need technical backstop, because kati nze ng'omusawo mbakyerengiyingira mu busawo nenkuba obwongo nembalaga, then I show them you have to behave, you have to do this, you know.
Number
772 750 708. Do you know these days you have children 7 years they are getting their periods?
Yes.
Myaka musanvu omuzadde akaaba Dr. Hani omwana 7 years to papa technical backstop, hold my hand. Intentional parenting. You have those other social networks, manyezo kuba chika danke bichi, those are good. Have social networks that are for technical support, intentional parenting.
Wow.
Intent.
Wow.
You get what I mean? That's why you need such networks.
Wow, so, that's beautiful. Did we go to the third one?
Yes, the third one we've sort of covered.
Okay, we've covered
it. Do you know we do insurance for our cars? Can we do insurance for technical backstops? Womanyi omuntu anayogera n'omwana wo nga tamukola gagambo bananga abantu batutamye okwogerera abaana baffe ebigambo. Omwana olubuza ekigambo n'akuba oli n'ekikakakatebesi. That's why you need profession. So the other third habit is seeking professional help or having a technical backstop.
Yeah.
There are so many other habits,
wow,
but in the interest of time,
those
my
three
dear,
are very key.
Those are the key ones. In the advanced technology, as you do that, remain relevant.
Yes.
Remain relevant and authoritative. Never learn to unlearn or unlearn to unlearn.
You're not an inspiration to your
You
own
are not
child.
an inspiration role model. You should, because when the
child, role model buli mu lugambo, buli mu kuwanika mimo, buli mu kuvuma, buli mu kwambala bisiripa.
Omwana tayinza gamba, oh, this Excel sheet, how come the formula is not right? You are like, oh, Excel, I'm good at Excel. You know? Remain relevant in the field of technology. Manyayo wachiri akatini. Omwana aleke kuzala wanyo. Intentional parenting. I've gone to the fourth one. Remain relevant and authoritative. When muzadde tobirekera mu munango omwana nti yabimanye nnyo nawe manyayo akatono nga bw'okubirako Coach Hilda, cause the confidence, what are the things that show confidence?
Noja n'obimugamba.
Nembimugamba, I am relevant.
Nagamba mama wange yangamba kino.
Abimanyi.
Wow. Naye Coach Hani, Bameka bagamba next time we should have her back. Bameka bagamba, you're going to learn to seek out professional help for your children. These days, abana are getting us stressed, and parents are getting stressed. So you need someone else to be able to do that. Coach Hani, we are not going to go past this. But Mpulira, you natural see could they? You're stirring something inside of me. We would have had more of this discussion, but I want just 2 questions from the audience, and then we can. There's already a question here, and there's this. So we're going to take these 2 questions. We'll just do that as the last one.
Okay, I would say it's a catch-22 because you know sometimes there are absent fathers in the home, or even absent mothers, as in. But somehow you are absent. But do you know what that means? So the problem may not only be you call it co-parenting, yes. When your child has a value conflict. That's a whole other area of discussion. Yeah. However, what I'm saying is that sometimes I believe in doing my part. Doing your part, already you do your part. When the child is there, deliberately and consistently be intentional. Plan, change your work schedule. Make sure that you probably get people who can help you. What can you coach your child? When they go there and they get some spoil, at least they will have a remain of the good virtues. Because it's really hard. I mean, even as mothers, we are virtually absent at home. You come back home, you're on phone. You are eating food, you are on phone. Are you present or absent? Absent. And the child is seeing you, and then you keep complaining, my child doesn't respect me, my child is on phone all the time. You are the role model for being on phone. Yeah. Quality time, you would say that at least every week I get a day and eat food. Do you have family meetings? Do you have family meal times? Muli too busy. TB is a very bad disease. TB, too busy for even your important things. That's when beyond success comes in. How do you prioritize? ABC up to Z. In your journal there, where is your IEP, intentional parenting time? I'm going to sit with this child. Simple things. I mean, the world is going to crazy. This is the time I'm going to create in my day to show bad touches. The maids are touching our children, and we are here saying we are too busy and moving out very smart. Munaze, then as he's bathing, they are fingering. The other day I had a 7-year-old was fingering a 2-year-old girl. And things are happening. Until the child got an infection and they came to me. And that's when we discovered, yes, he does it. You know? And you are too busy. You can't even see your child has changed the way they walk. I can see you are becoming emotional. For me, the child entered, I thought there was something wrong.
That the parent couldn't see it.
No. When the child came, I knew there was something wrong. Because the smell, the child was rotting down there. But the parent was too busy with an iPhone.
Looking good.
iPhone for
what? Looking good.
Looking good for what?
I know.
Intentional parenting. Plan. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Hold my hand.
Let's give her a round of applause. Let me hold your hand as you go down.